Why you need to put in the work. Why you need to put in the work is our title of this video. Do you ever dream of being happy, live a fulfilled life and a successful life at that? Then you need to put in the work. For instance, at the time when you were born, your parents put in the work into taking care of you as an infant. You were vaccinated correctly as at when due. You had your bath correctly because you were bathed, probably in hot water massage, as should be done for babies. The result you see and enjoy today. What if they were so lazy not to bathe you, vaccinate, or even feed you, assist you when you needed to be assisted, and when you were learning to take your first few steps of walking? You, my friend, might probably have been in a very bad shape, hurt or injured. In this video, we'll be highlighting some key areas where you need to put in the work. It always seems easy to want to give up at just anything, at any time. But what is that worth? At the beginning of any venture or anything at all that would yield a long-term result, it always seems difficult. And giving up is the easier way out. But what result would you get from giving up? Is it worth it? You have very brilliant ideas that could save a ton of people medically, for instance, or perhaps financially or otherwise. However, as much as you believe in it, you just feel it's pointless. So let me stop here. Perhaps there are other better researchers and other better financiers. So let me just stop here. Who told you it won't work? Try first. Do your research, push further, avoid the feeling of giving up already. Most people want to have a master's degree or PhD degrees, but they are scared away by the process and just say, you know what? I think I'm fine with what I have right now, with the BSc degree I currently have. But a part of them currently still strongly yearns to want to fulfill that goal of studying and having an extra degree, or meeting up to the peak of having a PhD degree. But they feel, no, I'm not ready for that stress. I just went through BSc. I just went through this and that. I don't think I can sit and just go through. But you see, the much longer you spend thinking of the process, the time keeps ticking. But if only you would take that step already and put in some amount of work, being motivated by the fact that you're not the only one who would be in that class. So you have a community of people who you could speak with and brainstorm together with. If only you could think in that light, perhaps just a few more years and a few more months, while it's unnecessary to while away such time thinking about the process, then invest that time in the work. Do those assignments, yes, carry out those research projects, and the result will be so amazing that even the status of your life would have advanced. You were never probably called the best student in any subject while you were in high school or in college, because as much as you knew and everyone else also knew you were so intelligent, or you are very intelligent, you do not find it interesting to read at all. Although the times you tried to read for some few minutes, you did excellently well, exceptional, people commended, but probably stopped because it didn't seem interesting. Wait, I once had an experience where I was offered a job on a platter of gold to a bank job. It was a bank job that seemed like a blank check offer. However, that extra 1 point that was missing from my own GPA cost me the job. If I had put in the work as much as I needed to get as much points as necessary, it would have paid off someday. As a business owner or an entrepreneur, it ain't always easy at the beginning. It always feels like you're about to fall or crash. You can even be a CEO seeking for another employment because it ain't easy at the beginning. But the truth is, if you want that beautiful life, that dream job, quality health, you've got to put in the work. Even when everyone tells you a no, tell yourself how amazing you are and that someday it's gonna pay off. The visionary sees what others do not, but the work applied to it will make you a celebrity and birth that vision that only you once saw and make others to become testifiers as well to that vision. It is never easy at the beginning, but with God on your side and you being resilient, your ideas will come to fruition. Yes, you've been working, but for how long more do you need to work before it begins to show some good and tangible results? Don't despise the process now. Take it to the next level. Believe and keep pushing. You may not see it coming at first, but the breakthrough will happen suddenly. Always remain focused on the goal of why you started in the first place and stay motivated. Don't kill those brilliant dreams, opportunities with the absence of work. Can I ever be great? Can I ever succeed? Those are questions nursed by fears. Wait until you persist and begin to reap countless fruitful results. You become a reference point and an amazement to your world and to yourself. The process is hard, I know, but a little more, just a little more, and yet a little more effort, a little more push. Boom, you are there. Forget about the countless regrets of things you didn't and should have done. Start where you can now. Be determined. When the Bible says, in all thy getting, get wisdom, it is absolutely correct. Get wisdom. Maybe there is something you need to learn to do right. Maybe there is something you need to learn to do more correctly. Borrow a leaf or two from those who have succeeded in that area you are attempting to go into, and you will be amazed at what you learn. For instance, being a blogger can be pretty frustrating at the beginning because at the point where you begin to blog, you do not get views sufficient enough to earn you any penny, except you put the work and begin to advertise your blog. You keep writing, you write with passion, advertise your blog, and then get enough traffic to earn you a living. Sometimes this could span a period of months and years. But is it worth it? It's worth it because you're passionate about it. Isn't that correct? So isn't it enough good report that at the end you'll be rewarded for that? You need to put in the work and stop quitting just because the result you hope for doesn't happen at the very initial moment. The truth is, as you persist and continue to be consistent, delivering your best, then the rewards will come beyond your expectation. Furthermore, if you're currently unemployed, have you ever thought about apprenticeship or internship opportunities? If you have the funds to go learn a skill, do not relent. When you put in work to whatever you have to do, you will stand before kings, as the Bible describes, and not mean men. You will be highly recommended by kings, and wealth will eventually follow. Imagine you have so much skills, but you do not have any money, and you start training the young folks for free, and suddenly a great blessing comes from that. A farmer who plants and takes care of his ridges, crops, fertilizes his crops, waters them, and dedicates about 3 months to his farm doing this. Afterward, about a quarter, He welcomes a bountiful harvest and has more than enough to eat. Working so hard. So what are those desires of yours you wish you could start today, but you're afraid of the process? What are those big dreams you've been counting for decades and years, and you say one day I would start? Is there any better time than now? Now is the time. Start taking those baby walk steps. Eventually, they will become giant strides. The reward of hard work is success. Put in the work to train your children as well if you're a parent already. Do not deny them discipline, quality education, and all the welfare needs they might have. You may be a bus conductor or loader who wears a pair of slippers and a shirt. You have put so much work into training your children, and by the grace of God, in a few years' time, they will begin to take care of you. If you are a student, put in the work and read. Those who make good grades do not have two heads. Some students whose assimilation level is not so great or poor take extra hours to study, and the result has been amazing. So you too can take extra hours to study. If you notice your assimilation level in class is not so great, take extra hours on the courses that you do not understand and learn, and sooner or later you become perfect in those subjects. You do not want to grow up being at the mercy of your once upon a time classmate because you whiled away your time. It's important that you know this same grade you studied hard for will pave a way in landing you great job opportunities in the future. Study hard, earn those good points, and you can understand later why this was so necessary. You don't have to understand why you need to learn right now. If you feel learning is not necessary, just put in all the hard work that is necessary. Continue learning, and when it begins to pay, you can take out time to meditate on the actual reason why it was so necessary to have scored those good points. There is an amazing future out there. If anyone has ever been blessed with an amazing future, your story can be the next. There is always a legit way to get there, but it only requires the sacrifice of time for perfection if it's worth it, because it actually is. Stop looking for quick money. Even if you get that quick money and have not enough skill or knowledge to manage it, it will disappear. So what? Where are you going to pick yourself up from again? Build a strong foundation, work your way up, and you'll reap the endless, pleasant, glorious, and happy results. Let's stop chasing fantasies and chase purpose. Chase value, for those will stand the test of time. That hit movie you watched, that hit song you enjoyed, has been born out of hard work, resilience. It was cooked up severally at the movie locations, music studios, until it became very pleasant to watch and listen to. What are you cooking currently, if I may ask? Keep gaining knowledge. Keep pushing forward. It will blossom sooner than you expect, and it will prosper. Just believe. When you knock on doors of opportunities that are viable, please knock persistently. Wait patiently. Follow up until you get a tangible answer. Don't quit just yet. You're worth more than you already know. Put in the work and you'll find a newer version of you that you desire. God bless you. May God crown all of our good efforts with success. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Please do tune in again for other videos. Kindly subscribe and hit the notification bell for updates when we create new videos. Have a blessed